Good morning and happy Monday. Go ahead, make fun of me because I'm wearing a coat. Just go ahead, I don't care, because you know what? It's cold. When you go from nice temperatures to 40-something degrees, it's cold. I don't care that you get 10 below where you live. I'm just saying it's cold here. This guy is driving like a maniac. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Had to fight with my dog because the guy stopped right in front of us and Penny was having none of that. She's having none of that. Anyway, I don't even want to tell y'all the temperature because y'all are going to laugh at me, but you know what? I don't care. It's 50, but it feels like 46. I know 50, some days it feels great. It feels like a warm summer's day. 50 this morning is cold. I'm sorry, it just is because it feels like 46. All right, we're going to move on from that. We're going to move on to, okay, the rug. Let's talk about the rug for a second. I bought the 2 rugs from Amazon. Now, Charlie was a digger in the rugs. So I never could have really nice rugs because he would always tear them up. And I thought, Penny's not like that. She doesn't do that. But you know what? She does. Because, well, I mean, obviously she tore up my rug. I mean, she didn't tear it up, but you know what I'm saying. But she does it on the bed, on the covers. So why wouldn't she do it on the rug? She was digging to kind of make her a bed. And I know it was her because I caught her doing it. And if I close the door, she does it when I'm in there. She doesn't go in there and do it when I'm not in there. So I can't close the door when I'm in there. I mean, unless I have company, because she'll absolutely claw the door down. I would rather replace a rug than a door because my dog has anxiety, okay? And she doesn't like to be away from her mummy. So my mummy has to be close to me at all times and in my sight. So this morning she like put one paw down to do it, and I did that sound, and she stopped and looked at me. I said, stop it. And she just flopped down all mad, and I was like, be mad, I don't care. You can become glad just like you become mad, okay? How about that? How about that? Catch me outside. Anyway, that's it for the rug. It's cool. I mean, I can fix it. I just was like, what the heck? I didn't know you tore up rugs too. But I guess she does. She didn't when I had Charlie because I bought rugs that they couldn't tear up. Yeah, I bought flat rugs that didn't have little things that could catch on their claws. And then Charlie left this world, and I was like, ooh, I can buy rugs. Nope, sure can't. Still gotta buy the kinds they can't tear up. That's okay. I mean, I'd rather have her than a nice rug, right? Right. Okay, then moving on. I'm gonna bridge all the topics in 5 seconds. Okay, so, ooh, that's real shiny right there, isn't it? I used a different eyeshadow this morning, and I'm just now noticing how shiny I look. Anyway, I went back to listen to what I had recorded this morning, and the wind was horrific, and y'all couldn't hear me. You could only hear the wind, so I just deleted all that, and I'm going to tell it again, okay? Just didn't want you to be confused about how quickly I got inside and all that. Anyway, my third part of this, whatever this is that I'm doing, I went to my dad's yesterday, and I took him some of the white chicken chili and took Penny with me. And of course she wanted to go out because she loved to go out in the backyard and run around. That was her old stomping ground. I mean, she only lived there for like 9 months, but still, that's her stomping ground. And as I opened the back door, they've got like a screened-in porch, and then they've got a deck and then the yard. So I opened the back door, and she runs out on the screened-in porch, and a black cat takes off running. And the black cat's running this way, okay? Just like it's running towards you, real fast, away from us. Well, me, in all my awkward glory, take off running, trying to open the screen door for Penny so she could get out and chase the cat. The cat was long gone. So it's not like she would have ever caught it. But anyway, it was a big black cat. Anyway, I ended up tripping over the weed eater that my dad decided to park right there in the middle of the screened-in porch. I mean, because that's where it goes, right? So I tripped over that. I finally made it to the door. I opened the door, tripping out the door, because I'm still like, you know when you're doing that head first running? Yeah, I was kind of doing that. And I finally got the door open and stumbled outside. Penny runs off the deck because she has to go that way. And then she takes a hard right and goes over to the side of the house. I was like, you're not a tracking dog, are you? I mean, your nose is only about that big, but you're not a tracking dog, are you? Because the cat went that way. I mean, just straight as it could go to the back of the yard, and you're going to the side of the house. You are failing miserably as a tracking dog. Well, anyway, I start walking out towards where the cat went, and just to see if I could see it. And Penny ended up coming back there with me. She never even picked up on the scent of the cat, but whatever, you know, she tries. But while I was back there, I was like, oh yeah, my parents have a persimmon tree in their backyard. And I saw a TikTok the other day where you can tell what the winter's gonna be by the inside the seeds of a persimmon fruit. Well, of course, as per usual, I didn't pay attention to the TikTok that closely, mostly because for some reason videos now, they roll up to the next one and they're mute. They're mute. Yeah, you can't hear them. And by the time I hit the unmute button, she had already said what she said that I missed, which was, I don't get them until after the first frost and I pick them up off the ground. I missed all that. Yeah, I just saw that she sliced the persimmon in half and then she took out a seed, and I don't know how she did it. Maybe because it was after the first frost where she is and it was on the ground because I pulled it from a tree. But anyway, she just slit that seed. That was very hard to say. Slit that seed right open, and she had a spoon. Now, back up, Tracy. There's a old wives' tale that the inside of a persimmon seed will tell you what the weather's going to be. A spoon is for a shovel, which means you're going to have a lot of snow. A knife is for very cold weather, which cuts like a knife. The fork makes absolutely no sense in this little setup here, but it means you're going to have a mild winter. So a friend of mine who lives somewhere around me, I think she lives in Kennesaw, opened one the other day and she had a spoon. The lady in the Appalachian Mountains that I saw had a spoon. I was like, well, I'm going to open one up. Well, my dad got his sharpest knife, scaring me to death trying to open it himself. And I was like, could you please let me do that? Because if you cut yourself, you're not going to stop bleeding. And if I cut myself, I'm going to do like this and I'm going to stop bleeding, okay? So will you please let me do it? Please let me do it. So finally, I tried. I couldn't get into it. I was like, it's like kind of like splitting open a pumpkin seed. I mean, I even like wiped it off to get the slime off of it, but still. Which, by the way, I took a bite of it because she did, and she was like, delicious. And I was like, well, the only time I've ever tried persimmons, it made my lips stuck to my teeth like that. And I was like, but she tried it, so let me try it. But there again, I missed the first few seconds of the video where she said after the first frost. So, but anyway, so I watched the video again to see if I could pick up any tricks on how she pried the seed open. And she just did like that and it popped open. So then I went on to some others and some guy used a pair of pliers. And I was like, well, let's try pliers because this knife thing ain't working and you're scaring me to death with it. So anyway, I got the pliers and it's a little bitty seed. It's like a sunflower seed almost, but they're flat. They're like pumpkin seeds. Yeah, anyway. They're slimy and they're small. Anyway, I put one in there and I squeezed it and it popped open and it was a spoon. And then Dad popped one open and it was a spoon. So apparently we're gonna have snow this year. I mean, we usually do every decade or so have a significant snow. So I guess it's about time. I mean, our last significant snow, can I call that significant when I fell and broke my tailbone? I mean, my back. I can't really call that significant. It wasn't significant. Our last significant, how many times can I say significant in a sentence? Probably a lot. But our last significant snow was, I think, December of 13. Yeah, that'd be a decade. Yeah, that would be a decade right there. A decade's 10 years, right? If it's not, don't tell me. Anyway, that's when I got stuck in traffic because they released everybody in Atlanta at the same time. So there was major gridlock on every road. And it took me 5 hours to get home, which was about 4.5 miles away. 5 hours. But yeah, snow, decade. Apparently it's coming here. So, but I do have a snow shovel, believe it or not. The people across the street from me that moved to Trinidad, they didn't move to Trinidad. They moved to Tobago. They're from Trinidad. Well, she's from Trinidad. Tracy, none of this matters. But they moved to Tobago. They gave me their snow shovel. I was like, okay, I don't know. I've never had a snow shovel, and I don't know if I'll ever use it, but thank you, because maybe this will be the year that I'll get to use it. You never know, right? I mean, that's how I broke my back, is because I actually used a shovel. It was just a regular shovel, though. And I made me a path around to my car because I thought I was doing the right thing, but it froze over that night, and surprise, it was ice, which is what happens in Georgia. It melts enough during the day, and then it freezes, and it becomes ice. So anyway, I just wanted to finish that story, so I'll be back. Okay, now here we are at the end of the day. I mean, the end of the work day, and I'm off, and I have a dog in my lap sleeping because that's where she wants to be at all times, which is fine. But I wanted to finish off this video by bringing you one more story, which is a news story. The news story is 2 people stole hundreds of, I'm sorry, I'm so flabbergasted. 2 people stole hundreds of gallons of used cooking oil, from a Chick-fil-A in Athens, Clarke County, which is over where the University of Georgia is. And police say this is becoming a problem of people going around and stealing the used cooking oil. And I think it said it was worth about $1,200. And at one restaurant, they broke a heavy-duty chain to get to it. They back up with like a van, and they usually just set these barrels outside for someone, I guess, to come pick up. And these guys are coming in and stealing it. I can't talk. So then I went to Google and asked, why would anyone steal cooking oil? And it took me to Suffolk County, New York. And this police chief was doing a little thingy thing. And he said it used to be a problem. And now that the price of diesel is so high, it is becoming a problem again, because people can get so much money for turning in the used cooking oil, and then they recycle it, and it becomes diesel fuel. I don't recommend it because they're getting arrested. I mean, I'm just gonna be quite honest. You'd have to be an idiot to try to steal anything these days, because there are cameras everywhere. Unless you're really good at blacking out everything on your vehicle and on yourself, and the police just not driving by while you're there, then you could get by with it if you blacked out everything. But there's cameras everywhere, and they're getting caught. But yeah, so they're stealing used cooking oil and getting a lot of money for it, apparently. I thought maybe it was a bunch of meth heads. Well, maybe it is. Maybe they are meth heads going out and stealing it, turning it in so they can go buy their meth. I don't know, but that's pretty methed up. Anyway, y'all know I ain't mad at her, right? No, I ain't mad at her. I am mad at her. Look at her. She's been punished. She is so cold-natured. And I have my heating pad on, so she's got her nose stuck down in there where the heat's coming out. She's so cold-natured. Anyway, because it is still cold. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not complaining about it. I just don't want to talk about it because somebody's going to be like, it's not cold. Yes, it is cold. It is cold. When you are from Georgia and it all of a sudden feels like winter, it feels cold. Okay? Okay. Just, shh. Just let me have it, okay? Okay. Don't make me get quippy. I will get quippy. Yeah, I'll get quippy with ya. Anyway, that's it for now. I mean, that's it for this. I'm done. I'm done with this video. And I don't know what I'm going to do next, but it'll be fun, I guess. Anyway, I'll talk to you on the next Tracy Tries. Remember that I love you. Jesus loves you. Penny loves you. Gracie might love you. We hope Jesus is coming back soon. We're praying for Israel. Don't look at the alien that's behind my head. Anyway, I will talk to you tomorrow. Unless I just get froggy and make another one. But you never know with me how it's going to go. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.